Hello YouTube, this is BloodyFox and this is my warrior leveling guide for WoWClassic. If you want to play as a warrior, you can play as any race. Let's start with orcs. Blood Fury. Well, this skill will increase your base melee attack power by 25% for 15 seconds, but reduce the healing received by 50% for 25 seconds. This ability has 2 minutes cooldown. Hardness, resist to stun effects. You have chance to resist stuns by 25%. Damage done by pets increased by 5%. Axe specialization, skill with axe increased by 5. Orc Warrior is a good choice for both PvP and PvE because of axe specialization and Blood Fury and hardiness passive for PvP. Undead or Forsaken Warrior traits. Will of the Forsaken. You can activate this ability and become immune to charm, fear and sleep effects. Lasts for 5 seconds and it has 2-minute cooldown. You may consume humanoid or undead corpse to regain 7% of your total health every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. This ability has 2-minute cooldown. Underwater breathing increased. You can hold your breath more than other races. And resistance to shadow damage. This ability increases shadow resistance by 10. Now let's talk about these abilities. Will of the Forsaken is good for PvP. Cannibalize is good for leveling, and the rest of ability it's not good. So this is the weakest choice for a warrior in the Horde. Tauren Warriors. War Stomp. You can stomp and stun nearby opponents up to 5 enemies within 8-yard radius, and there is 2-minute cooldown on this ability. Endurance, maximum health increased by 5%. Herbalism skill increased by 15%. And nature resistance increased by 10. As you can see, you don't have any ability to increase your damage, so orcs are better for damage. In PvP, health is good, and War Stomp is also good for PvP. As a tank, Taurens are the best choice in the Horde because of increased health and War Stomp, AoE stun. Troll Warrior. Their traits are Bursking, and this will increase your attack speed by 10 to 30% depending on your health. The lower your health is, the higher the increase. This will last for 10 seconds and has 3-minute cooldown. Regeneration. Your rate of health regeneration is increased by 10%. You will also regenerate 10% of your total health regeneration while in combat. Damage increase versus bees by 5%, and throwing and bow weapon skill increased by 5. Throw is a very good choice for both damage and tanking because of Bursking. At the end, what is the best race in the Horde? For damage, I would say orcs and trolls. For tanking, I would say Taurens and trolls. For PvP, orcs or undeads. Now let's talk about alliance. Let's start with humans. Stealth detection increased for 20 seconds and there is a cooldown of 3 minutes. Increased spirit by 5%, a bonus to reputation gains by 10%, and skills with swords and maces increased by 5. Humans are a good choice for both damage and tanking. Because of mace and sword specialization, they are not a good choice for PvP. And Dwarf Warrior, Stone Form. You can use this ability, you will become immune to bleed, poison and disease effects, and you will get 10% additional armor. This ability lasts for 8 seconds and it has 3-minute cooldown. Skill with guns increased by 5, resistance to frost by 10, and treasure finding. You can use this ability and look for treasures on the minimap. Dwarf Warrior is a good choice for PvP because of Stone Form, and also you can use it in PvE. Dwarves are a good choice for tanking. Night Elf Warrior. You may fade into shadows and you will be in stealth, making enemies less likely to see you, and this effect will be cancelled as soon as you move. Dodge chance increased by 1%. Wisp form while dead increases your movement speed by 50%, and resistance to nature damage by 10. Only good trait here is dodge, 1%. Gnome Warrior may escape from speed altering effects. This ability has 1-minute cooldown. Increased intelligence by 5%. Resistance to arcane damage increased by 10, and engineering skill increased by 15. Only good thing about Gnome for warrior is escape artist for PvP. Let's now talk about professions for your warrior. First aid skill is a must because you don't have access to any healing spells, and bandages can save your life and speed up your leveling. Gathering professions. Mining is always a good choice for warriors. After that, if you need more gold for your mount, you can take one more gathering profession, herbalism or skinning. You can check out the prices of leather at your auction house. Crafting professions. Blacksmith, good choice, you can make some gear for you. Engineering, very fun profession and it's very good for both PvE and PvP. Enchanting, tailoring and leatherworking, not a good choice for warriors. And at the end you can pair herbalism and alchemy because everybody needs potions and elixirs while you are leveling. Arms talents build. Let's start with improved rend. You should always have rend on your target. Now deflections 2 times. Improve heroic strike. You will not be using heroic strike often, so skip this talent. Improve charge 2 times. Increases the amount of rage generated by your charge ability by 6. You should always start any fight with charge. Now tactical mastery 3 times. Improved overpower 2 times. After that deep wounds. Your critical strike causes the opponents to bleed, dealing 60% of your melee weapon average damage over 12 seconds. Now let's finish with tactical mastery and then go for anger management. Increases the time required for your rage to decay while out of combat by 30%, good talent. Now let's go two-handed weapon specialization 2 times. Then sweeping strikes. Your next 5 melee attacks strike an additional nearby opponent. You can fight against 2 targets with these talents. Now axe specialization 5 times. Axe is the best weapon and this talent increases your chance to get a critical strike with axes by 5%. Now if you are playing on PvP realm, you should go for improved hamstring 3 times. If you are not playing on PvP realm, then let's go for two-handed weapon specialization 5 times. Now you need 1 talent before you can take mortal strike. You can go for 1 talent here, improve hamstring, or go for 1 talent here in deflection. Mortal strike. Now let's go to fury. Let's start with cruelty 5 times. Increases your chance to get a critical strike with melee weapons by 5%. Good talent. Now booming voice 5 times. Increases the area of effect and duration of your battle shout by 50% and demoralizing shout as well. Now let's go with blood craze. This will regenerate some of your health after you are victim of a critical strike. Improve battle shout 2 times. Increases the melee attack power bonus of your battle shout by 10%. And enrage at the end 5 times. At the end, arms 31 points and fury 20 points. Talent build for fury leveling. Let's start with cruelty 5 times. This will increase your critical strike chance by 5%. Booming voice. This will increase the area effect of your battle shout. After that, let's go with blood craze 3 times. This will regain you some health after a victim of critical strike. After that, improve battle shout 2 times. Next, enrage 5 times. After enrage, let's go for deathwish. When you activate this ability, you will increase your physical damage by 20%, but this will lower your armor for 20% as well. After deathwish, now there is a choice. If you are going to play with two-hander, then improve battle shout. If you are going to play with 2 one-handed weapons, then dual wield specialization 4 times. Next is fury 5 times. Increase your attack speed by 30% for your next 3 swings after dealing a melee critical strike. And bloodthirst. And let's go with dual wield specialization one more time. And now let's go to arm stream and let's start with improved rend 3 times and then deflection 2 times. After that, improved charge 2 times. Next, tactical mastery, let's go 5 times. Anger management. Overpower 2 times, Deep Wounds 3 times, and the last point you can go for Improved Battle Shout. If you want to level in dungeons with group of friends, then you can go with Protection. Let's start with Shield Specialization 5 times. After that, let's go Toughness, this will increase your armor value from items by 10%, improve shield block 1 time, allows your shield block ability to block an additional attack. Next, let's go with Improved Blood Rage, because you get Last Stand, very good ability for tanking. Next, let's go with Improved Revenge 1 time. Now you have a 15% chance to stun target for 3 seconds. After that, let's go with Defiance 5 times, increases the threat generated by your attacks by 15% while in defensive stance. After that, let's go with Concussion Blow, stuns the opponent for 5 seconds. Then let's finish with Improved Revenge 2 more times. After that, Improved Taunt, reduce the cooldown of your taunt ability by 2 seconds. Next, let's go with One-Handed Weapon Specialization 5 times. Now let's take Shield Slam. After that, Deflection 5 times, this will increase your parry chance by 5%. Now let's go with Anticipation 5 times, this will increase your defense skill by 10. After that, Tactical Mastery 5 times, Anger Management 1 time, this will increase the time required for your rage to decay while out of combat by 30%. And at the end, we can go with Cruelty 4 times, increases your chance to get a critical strike with melee weapons by 4%. Arms 11 points, Fury 4 and Protection 36. Thank you for watching my warrior leveling guide. If you liked the video, hit that like button and consider subscribing. I'm going live every day either on my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel, 9 PM Paris time. I made a PayPal account, so if you would like to help me buy a new PC, you can find information in the description of this video. Also, you can join my YouTube membership. Before you go, check out more content on my channel. There is a lot of guides for WoWClassic and mount guides for retail WoW. Until next time, goodbye.